I'm David Fleming from Disciples Ignited, where we are focused on Jesus, advancing his kingdom, and preparing his disciples. Now, today in our Bible Treasure series, we're going to continue to study and memorize John chapter 14, verse 6. So to get started, let's go to the next slide and read that verse together. John chapter 14, verse 6 from the NIV. Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Yesterday we memorized Jesus answered, I am the way. Today we're going to add to that and the truth. So let's put those two parts together and quote what we've memorized thus far. John chapter 14, verse 6, Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth. Great. Easy so far, isn't it? Let's do that again. Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth. So far, so good. Now, in yesterday's lesson, we studied what Jesus meant when he said, I am the way. Today, we're going to look at why Jesus called himself the truth. Let's get into it. When Jesus said that he is the truth, he was saying that he was absolute truth, real truth, unchanging truth. He's not just an idea. He's not just presenting to mankind a philosophy or a way of thinking. Jesus is telling us the truth. He is the truth. Now, unfortunately, many people today have embraced the idea that truth is relative. That means that it's always changing. It's what you want it to be. That each person can choose their own truth. Well, yeah, you can choose to believe whatever you want, but that doesn't make it true. No wonder people are so confused. Thankfully, Jesus was really clear. He is truth. And I tell you what, because Jesus doesn't change, that means that truth doesn't change either. Now, yes, opinions change, ideas change, hypotheses change. What scientists believed 100 years ago, well, much of it they don't believe any longer. Why? Because they've learned that what they first believed was wrong. What they originally thought wasn't true at all. And I tell you what, real truth never changes. That's why it's important that we understand that when Jesus called himself truth, he was pointing us to absolute truth, unchanging truth, solid truth, dependable truth. He was pointing us to himself. And that's one of the reasons that Jesus told his disciples then and now today, believe in me. Put your trust in me, Jesus said. Otherwise, if we're going to follow him, we've got to believe in him. Let me ask you, what are you putting your faith in? Are you putting your faith in your own truth that you've chosen for yourself that you can discard tomorrow so that you can choose another truth that suits you better? You can do that, but it's not going to work out well. Why? Because it's not true. Instead of coming up with your own truth, which in actuality isn't truth, put your faith in Jesus. He is truth. And because he's truth, he can be depended on. He doesn't change. Day by day, what he is today, he is tomorrow. He's truth, absolute. Now, before we go today, let's go through what we've memorized one more time. John chapter 14, verse 6. Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth. I'm so glad that he is. Now, I want you to join with me tomorrow, and we're going to continue studying and memorizing John chapter 14, verse 6. And I tell you what, by the end of this week, you're going to have the whole thing memorized, but you're also going to have a good grasp on the wonderful truths that Jesus is teaching us in this lesson. So I'll see you tomorrow.